Hello, Monty here from Delta Development Team. I just want to go a quick video over the alarms and why they're on the APRU. And the alarms are on the APRU as a fail-safe measure in case you forget to do something, right? The alarm is required by the blood banks to store blood temperature. Most of the blood banks' policies are that they will want a temperature excursion alarm at 5.5 C. FDA regulations state blood must be maintained between 1 to 6 C, and then you have a tight window. If it starts to creep above 6 C, you only have so long to get that blood back into that temperature range. So 5.5 C gives the blood banks enough time to move the blood to another refrigerator or fix the problem or see what's going on, right? So FDA regulates that temperature. The blood banks follow the FDA regulations, and they want to know by their policies when the blood product may be going out of temperature range or a temperature excursion. So it's very important that the alarm is on there to stay within those federal guidelines. So we got to have the alarms on there because this is a blood bank refrigerator and it has to meet those standards. So that's why the alarms are on there. Okay, with that being said, the APRU's alarm setting can be set to 5.5 C, which blood banks like, or 6 C, which the military side likes a little more room on that temperature alarm. So they're alarming at 6 C. The FDA, APRU is FDA listed blood refrigerator, and again, must have alarms. I just gotta keep hitting this, must have alarms when you keep asking me about it. Okay, alarm functions for the APRU. So it alarms for temperature excursions, and it alarms for faults. There's a problem with the APRU. Battery critically low, so that lets you know, hey, you need to recharge this battery or find some power source to run the APRU. And then it also alarms when you plug it into an external power source and it's not giving you enough amps or enough power to charge the battery and run the APRU. For example, if you plug it into a 12-volt vehicle and that 12 volt is not giving you enough power, it's going to alarm and let you know that that's not enough. And the vehicle needs to be running, and is the battery system working enough? So that's the other alarm in there. All right. The alarm for people that are going mobile or portable with the APRU, it's your fail-safe, especially the military people. It is a fail-safe for you in the event you forget to turn the APRU back on, because you can put the APRU in off mode and the compressor will not run. And if you forget to turn it back on and your temperature starts rising and you don't get that alarm and you forget, your blood's going to be bad. I've seen it twice already in training scenarios, and then once for a customer also was had blood in there, and they accidentally put it in the off mode, and about 10 to 12 hours later the APRU started alarming saying, hey, I got a temperature excursion. They investigated it and found out it was in the off position. No harm, no foul. It never went out of temperature range. They just turned the APRU back to on, and it just kept the temperature where it was at. All right, those are some important things to know about the APR. So if you put it in standby mode, meaning the compressor's off, it will turn itself on at 6 C. But if you put it in the off position, it will not turn itself back on, but you still have the alarm there to alert you if you forgot to turn it back on. For the military people, all right, so you're in some operational environment where you need to be quiet. It's at night. You don't want any light emitted whatsoever for whatever that operation is. If you put it in the blackout mode, it will turn the screen off, the lights off, everything's off, and your alarms, right? So if you had this APRU, and this is important for the military people to understand. If you put it in off, is because that's what you want it to be permanently quiet because of the mission, and you push the blackout mode because you want all the lights off too, which totally stealth. This is a straight blood cooler on this side, the passive side. It will not alarm, and then it will not turn the compressor on. So that's totally on you to make sure that you're paying attention and you go on there and you're, take a look at your screen when you can and see what your temperature is, because it's not going to alarm and let you know you got a problem. All right, and then we got the screen back on there. Okay, so the alarm functions. Alarm is a must for blood banks. This is a blood storage device refrigerator, so we must have the alarms on. For military personnel, we have it set up where you push a couple buttons and then the alarms are off and the lights are off. Again, not recommended. I recommend you only put it in that mode when it's a dire situation or you must be silent and no lights. Other than that, this is going to give you a lot of warnings to make sure that your blood is viable for that patient that needs it at that minute, right? Again, we want the blood to be viable, ready to use at the moment you need to use it. And letting it go to that temperature range is not a good thing. Okay. Y'all have a nice day.